This is the best moments of the BBQ Central Show in 10 minutes or less. Ever wish you could re-listen to your favorite interview or segment? Do you enjoy hearing older shows for the first time in years? Then the best moments of the BBQ Central Show in 10 minutes or less is just what you need. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show.
Indeed, indeed. Thanks for listening. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the best moments of the BBQ Central Show in 10 minutes or less. Today's show comes from January the 26th in 2016. Dave Bosca from Butcher's Barbecue was about to release a couple of new rubs, and he and Greg get into some of the science of rub making. Super interesting stuff. I think you're really going to enjoy this segment. Here we go. Here's Greg Rempe and Dave Bosca from January the 26th, 2016.
The pecan or pecan rub that you were talking about, the one that you've really kind of, mulled for the longest period of time. So in the end, obviously, you've got a product that you are comfortable enough and you like enough to bring to the market. But what kind of is it like a nut pecan flavor, or more subtle, or more over the top, or where does that fit into the profile?
Well, let's start out with it's pecan. It's not pecan.
I don't know.
It's pecan.
Pecan, all right.
I don't want to keep harping on it all, but it's just a savory pecan flavor with rub. This one is going to be stronger in the front than the other rubs. When you taste this one, you will taste the pecan, then you'll start getting the other flavors of the rub. All the other items, I've got the rub in front of the flavor, but not this one. This one, the pecan is out in front. It's not so large that it's going to kick you off, the not liking it. But pecan is a mild flavor. Can you actually taste what a pecan is? You know what a cherry tastes like. You know what peaches are. You know what a strawberry is. But what is an actual pecan flavor? We know it as a wood or a smoke.
Yep.
And you got pecan pie, pecan casseroles and stuff, but that's all done with high fructose corn syrups and that type stuff. So I had to find the pecan flavor, and when I did, all of them got – the ones that I found that was really strong in flavor was synthetic or man-made. And it did not come across when it was cooked with. I really didn't like it. It had a saccharine flavor to it for the artificial stuff, and when it was actually used on some meat, it was terrible. It was terrible. You can ask the judges; they got a few of them.
The last one you said it was the private. What makes it so private?
I have used this rub on my chicken for quite a while. We've done very well in chicken on the contest circuit. This is my favorite go-to rub when I needed something. A year ago when we did the Pitmasters, when we made that ribeye, cowboy ribeye, this rub was on it. I've had it for a while. It's just a blend of all-around great barbecue rub. We added a little bit of a smoke flavor to it. I think it'll be a little bit better this way than what I've had it 6 months ago. For the last 6 months, I've been playing with that. But it is the same base rub that I've had for quite a long time in my little red cabinet in my trailer.
And it's good across the board on meats.
Oh, yes, yes. When you taste it, you'll get some salt, you'll get some sugar, you'll get all the thyme, you'll get a little coriander, you'll get everything in there. If your palate is sharp enough, you can get everything that's in that rub in 15 seconds.
Wow.
By tasting it. It's an all-around great rub.
Dave, one of the things that you mentioned when we were talking about the cherry rub, and I'm just interested in the process, is you said you want the cherry or the pecan or whatever to be up front and then the rub back, or the rub up front and the flavor in the back. Like, how are you able to do that? I mean, if it's all just in one bottle, how can you figure out what's going to hit your palate first and what's going to hit your palate second?
Okay, it goes to how you're actually making the rubs. rubs are made in percentages, and the more percentage of something you got in there, the stronger it's going to be. Anything in a whole is 100%. If I'm going to make 100 pounds of rub, 200 pounds of rub, or 465 pounds of rub, it's all in percentages. If I need to make 100 pounds, for easy figuring, if 38% is salt and 12% is sugar, there's 50% of the rub right there.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter how many pounds you make, it's all going to be the same percentage. So if I'm like 450 pounds, I need 38% of that is going to be my salt. And it goes all the way through the formula that way. So if you want more cherry flavor, you put more of it in there. But it's all in the percent world. So if you want more of a cherry to hit you on the front side, you'll step it up from maybe 12.5%, take it up to 20%, see how does that go into your flavor, and you'll get it stronger, more of it than you will your thyme, your things of that nature.
It seems, from my perspective, and someone who's never put any product out on the market at all, that particular thing, and it's probably something similar with sauces, that would be the most time-consuming thing of the whole process, is to figure out percentages of how much of something you want to hit when you want it to hit.
Yes and no, and let me tell you, anybody that wants to get into this, go to your supplier, get the exact same thing they're doing. Salt is your biggest, worst enemy. I'm going to draw a blank or say it wrong. The nickel, the NaCl, NaC2, something like that. The sodium count, the flavor, the sodium that hits your flavor that makes salt is identical on every salt there is. But how much of it is a flat or round surface that hits your tongue is how it flavors, okay? So if you're getting a fine ground salt in a tablespoon, there's the same amount of sodium count in that tablespoon as if you had a coarser rock salt. But there's more surface texture on the finer grind than there is the larger grind. So it will hit your palate stronger. Okay? So all of that goes into play. So definitely go get exactly what you're going to use to save yourself a lot of time and blend it and start blending with what they have. Because you can go to the grocery store and you can buy Morton table salt. You can go get some cane sugar. You can go get all that stuff. But if it's a different grind of the product, the grind of the pepper, it's going to change whenever they go to making it. And that's what we've done with this. We're buying, I'm real adamant about where we get our products. This stuff I've gotten even larger with. It's going to cost just a fraction more than what our other rubs are, but it's a finer product. It's a higher end spices. We're making them in smaller batches to control everything. And one of the best controls is the final product.
And there you have David Bosca from January the 26th, 2016. Man, Dave always gives a ton of great information, whether it's on cooking, whether it's on butchering, whether it's on whatever it is. That guy is not afraid to give you information. Kind of makes me want to think about making a rub for a minute. Well, maybe not. Hey, have you subscribed to the BBQ Central Show newsletter? It comes out once a week, tells you what's going to be on the really big BBQ Central Show live on Tuesdays. You don't want to miss that. Head over to thebbqcentralshow.com and subscribe to that newsletter. That's very much appreciated. So until next time on the best moments of the BBQ Central Show in 10 minutes or less, I'm your host, John Solberg, and I do look forward to talking to you again soon.